The new 7th season of Diablo 4, Season of Witchcraft, begins on January 21st, and both a news article and video trailer have already been released all ahead of the campfire chat. So let's quickly take a look at what awaits us in the new season. Although this nice infographic is a beautiful summary, and for more details I invite you to watch my videos from testing Season 7 on PTR. Heads are disappearing from the Tree of Whispers, which means we'll be working with the Witches of Havazar to solve the mystery of disappearing heads. The seasonal questline will start in Geakul, and in the reputation system, just like in Season 5, we'll find more quests that will probably introduce us to the mechanics of the season and new powers. Yes! Powers. Powers of Eldritch, Psyche, or Growth and Decay, which we'll be able to use and upgrade. In addition, there are also rare lost powers of witchcraft that we can find in dungeons. To unlock witchcraft, we'll need to gain reputation, which we can earn in seasonal area. And at specific tiers, you'll unlock the ability to learn more witchcraft powers at witches' altars near the Tree of Whispers. At the last reputation rank, we'll find a Resplendent Spark. Of course, there will be a few changes to our powers between the PTR and the season, a few nerfs, some buffs, typical post-PTR balance changes. You can read more about it in the article, the link is in the description. It will be possible to obtain Ancestral Collection caches for completing Whispers, which always guarantee at least one ancestral item. Now we can get to the meat of the season, the main activity. Multiple headhunt zones will appear across Sanctuary and start at different times, meaning that if you clear one area of Whispers, there's always another headhunt active in the world, so you can farm Whispers endlessly. And since the 7th season revolves around Whispers, in each seasonal area we will find a Raven, the Raven of the Tree, from whom we will be able to collect a reward for the Whispers completion. Thanks to this, we will not have to teleport to the tree and interrupt the activities we have started. There will also be completely new Whispers to do. If you want to hear about each Whisper individually, I refer to my PTR video. There are timestamps on the video, so you should easily find the part that interests you. It is also worth mentioning that the location of the Tree of Whispers itself is completely changed, in my opinion, for the better. You can also see that in my PTR videos. Completing Whisper bounties within a headhunt zone will reveal exposed roots. They can spawn enemies for us, but also create cocoons. Rare uprooted cocoons will spawn the head-rotten bosses, either Headless Husk or Fugitive Head. Defeating the latter gives us the head, which we can later exchange for special seasonal gems, Occult Gems. They can be crafted using the seasonal currency, Restless Rot, and the head that drops from Fugitive Head bosses. Each Occult Gem provides 160 armor and 8% resist all, and in addition each of them complements witch powers. Another activity are Root Holds, new dungeons to which we gain access with a special seal, Whisper Wood Sigil, found in Whisper caches and silent chests. In addition, the season will feature new unique items, new legendary aspects for everyone, and new and upgraded runes for those who have the expansion. One of the most anticipated feature is the Armory, with which we can save, load and name our builds. The Armory saves everything, from gear, skill bar, equipped gems to paragon and used glyphs. Of course, changing from one saved build to another will cost us nothing. We'll have 5 loadout slots per character, and the Armory can be accessed across each major city in Sanctuary and endgame hubs such as Citadel, Tree of Whispers and Training Grounds. Additionally, each class mechanic quest completion is now account bound. This means once you have done a quest that unlocks a specific mechanic for a class you are playing, you will never have to do this quest for that class again, and the mechanic will be unlocked automatically at the required level. And here is very good change, and I will allow myself to quote: when a unique item has more greater affixes, the minimum roll of the unique power will be increased per greater affix. We should no longer have situation where a unique item has 2 greater affixes and unique power at minimum value. A very cool thing awaits everyone this season, namely a new pet, Dorian the Raven, which we will be able to obtain by completing the Season Journey final chapter. I love when cosmetics, especially ones like mount, armor and trophy, can be obtained by simply doing seasonal objectives, and I hope there will be more of them in the future. And I quickly mentioned that the Battle Pass also looks quite interesting. I'm recording this video before the campfire chat and I'm holding off on publishing it because I assume during the live devs will focus mainly on changing class balance and conclusions from the PTR, but if there will be more information, then instead of recording an additional video unnecessarily, I'll just add a quick update to this video. As I expected, during the campfire chat, information that we know from the trailer and Blizzard news was repeated, and the most interesting fragments from the live, such as the presentation of Dorian or unique items, I included in the video you are currently watching. But of course, you have the link to both the live and patch notes in the description. From additional information, the devs decided to make some changes to Seasonal Journey so that the initial chapters would help more casual players reach the endgame, and later chapters would provide aspirational challenges. Once one of the tasks in Chapter 7 was to kill Echo of Lilith, then it was abandoned because many players thought it was too difficult. Now they try to do something about balancing the difficulty in chapters again. We'll see how it will look in practice. Armory, easier loadout deletion and an additional hat element that is supposed to be helpful in Season 7 are supposed to appear in the game, but all of this will not be present at the start of the season, but only about 2 weeks later in patch 2.11. And while I can even understand that maybe between the start of the season and the PTR they did not manage to polish the armor yet, I do not understand why the additional hat element, which is supposed to be directly related to headhunts, will not appear at the start of the season. This is not a good decision, considering that many players will simply finish the season in the first 2 weeks. It was explained how the Paragon migration from Season to Eternal Realm will work. Seasonal XP will be added to Eternal after each season, which means everyone will reach Paragon 300 on Eternal sooner or later passively. On the one hand, I expected such solution. On the other hand, it is unfair to players who have already spend time to reach this maximum Paragon level, but that's a conversation for another video. And a small addition, gems now can be transmuted into random legendary and unique jewelry. Let me know if you will be playing Season of Witchcraft, and if so, which class you'll be playing as. Leave a like, subscribe, and take care.